Hello there, jumping osteopath. Do a video for my good friend Hayley. I was talking to her the other day about sitting posture and being stuck, in a chair, not really getting out, especially when it's raining. I was discussing how your glutes are really important, and especially in exercises like running, in particular, we've got extra power behind you, and even the weighted exercises we do. We don't realise how much the glutes play a part, and sometimes if they become weak, other body parts take over, like our lower back, for example, and even the legs, and we become less efficient, and it has a knock-on effects throughout the rest of the body, knees, hip joints, spinal joints, things like that. So anyway, I said, well, what can we do to keep you mobile during the day? You're sitting in front of a computer all the time. You want to work a muscle that you can work frequently, that's not going to get too tired, but at the same time, we don't want to knock ourselves out. So I come up with an idea that we could try about 25 bridges every day, 4 times a day. So you break them down. 25's probably enough repetitions to get the blood really circulating around the hip area and just get it stimulated. But it's not, say, too much because you're not doing multiple sets, not back to back anyway, so it's not going to wear you out and knock out your central nervous system. So it's a good way of starting training, and you could probably even increase these every day. So to start off with 4 sets is fine. You could go 5, 6, 7, maybe up to 10 sets if you have the time. But either way, it's going to keep your metabolism going. It's going to keep it high. I mean, it's not perfect. I mean, it's not like a full workout session, but every little helps. Every little bit of movement is important for your body, just to keep the blood circulation. It's just good for your mood as well, because when you're exercising, you are getting that blood to the brain. You are affecting your brain chemically, and it will make you feel a lot better. And at least it's something you can aim for as well. Anyway, so my plan is try and take a break every 2 hours or so and do 25 glute bridges. Now, before you do the glute bridges, I want you to think about your neck in particular. So before you start, just sit there, and you can do this when you're in front of your keyboard. Just sit there, take a few deep breaths in and out, and really relax everything, especially the neck and shoulders. Now, it's important that when you're laying on your back and you're doing your glute raises, you don't want to be overstraining your neck. It's really easy to do that. So start off with those deep breaths, and then once you've done that, move on to your back. And of course, if you've got a lower back problem, make sure this doesn't hurt your back either, because if you do it and it makes it worse, then it's pointless. Anyway, so put down on your back, bend your knees, hold your tummy, and always think about your tummy, keep this nice and tight, okay? Take a deep breath in again to set yourself up, make sure your shoulders are relaxed, and you're simply going to lift your bum off the ground and squeeze the bum nice and slowly, and then bring it back down again. And lift it up again, and squeeze, and lower and bring it back down again. And again, that's 3 reps, and down. If you notice that as I'm doing this, I'm not lifting my legs too high. What I could come right up like this, but what's happening here is my lower back's doing the work. It's got it all from the glutes, okay? Just so there, just squeeze the bum and down, squeeze the bum and down. As you lift, breathe out. As you lower, breathe in. So lift and breathe out, and lower and breathe in. And keep doing this until you've accomplished your full range of motion. And there are other ways in this. You can put a pillow between your knees for a bit of resistance. You can put some bands around your knees as well. That's going to hit it a lot harder though. So if you're going to do that, say, rather than doing it 4 times, maybe twice a day, do it with a band. Any more than that's going to hit those stabilised muscles, maybe a little bit too hard at this stage for a beginner anyway. And because like I said before, make sure these shoulders are down and relaxed. And when you've done your 25 reps, it's always good to finish the last rep on a really good strong contraction. So hold that position, squeeze it, count for about 10 seconds as you squeeze that muscle there, and slowly lower it back down. If while you're doing it, your back starts to give you trouble, whatever you do, don't, please stop, okay? Just take a break. It just probably means that you're overusing it, maybe your glutes are fatiguing too soon. Now once you've done that, a gentle stretch, nothing too strong, but go back on your back, leg up, across the body, just pull it to the opposite shoulder, like so. 10 seconds is probably sufficient for this. And down again, and again. You don't have to hold it for very long, because you are going to be repeating this again within the next 2 hours. And release. So there we go. So like I said before, start making a couple of slow deep breaths to get the shoulders relaxed. and make sure, of course, the whole time you're doing it, you're not over using this and doing squeezing the shoulders too much. The emphasis should always be in the glutes. After you've done your 25 repetitions nice and slowly, end with a peak contraction for 10 seconds, and then once you've done that, stretch the glutes for about 10 seconds each side. You may want to go for longer, but I wouldn't suggest any more than 30 seconds for this, because like I said, you will be coming back and you will be doing it again in an hour or two. And because you're constantly exercising, very often, you're still pumping blood through there, so it's not essential. And of course, you can overstretch too. So please don't overdo it. Always, maybe do a bit less. If you feel that 25 reps is too high for you, start with 10 or even 5, and then maybe don't have to do it 4 times a day. Maybe just do it once or twice to start off. But as I said, for my friend Hayley, she's quite fit, so this should be pretty easy for her to do. And my recommendation with this is not necessarily doing every single day. So do 2 days on, so Monday, Tuesday, have a Wednesday off, give yourself a break, just stretch, okay? And Thursday, Friday, repeat again, have the weekend off as well, okay? I like to do those, I like to break them down. And if you're doing any other training, it's good, it can accompany that as well. So if you're doing it the first thing in the morning, and then you can keep, throughout the day, you keep working on the glutes, or maybe have a session in the evening. But anyway, whatever you're doing, chuck this in. You're about to see some good gains. It's really going to affect your mind-muscle connection with the glutes, and you make all your activities much more, well, it will really help with them, basically. That's what I'm trying to get at, is it improves that mind-muscle connection. This is a good alternative to exercises like kettlebell swings. Some of those dynamic exercises can be a little bit painful, especially if you're not warmed up properly. This is much, much better on your body. But the only thing I would say, if you do have a disc problem, if you have got sciatic pains going down your legs, then maybe this isn't the right one for you at this moment. I mean, give it a try by all means and see how you feel afterwards. Very often, if you've got a disc problem, sometimes you don't feel the pain straight away, but certainly within the next hour or so, if it's starting to get a bit tight, then you mustn't repeat and go back to it. Anyway, look forward to seeing the next video. I hope you like this one. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Take care. Bye-bye.